If you're new to the game, or just did the expedition and need to grind out your workbenches again, this guide will show you the best way to do it, with 99% of it being done in Buried City. The reason we're doing this on Buried City is number one, it has almost every single item you need for the benches and Scrappy, and number two, it's one of the smallest maps in the game. If you were to do this on any of the other big maps, you're going to waste a lot of time running to the item locations, especially if you spawn across the map and have limited adrenaline shots. And really quickly, I have 5 recommendations that will help you complete this grind the fastest way possible. Number 1, don't engage in PvP so you can get into friendly lobbies, making your life a whole lot easier when looting. Number 2, pick up everything you find, as you never know what items might come in handy. Number 3, track your resources just like this to add the eye icon to the items you need to loot. Number 4, use Metaforge to help with item and spawn locations in case you get lost. And lastly, try and grind out the refiner first, as it unlocks a lot of useful recipes, which will speed up the process for the rest of your benches. With that being said, let's get into the refiner first. So for refiner level 1, you need 60 metal parts and 5 arc power cells. Like most level 1 upgrades, it's going to be pretty easy. Metal parts you could just find in pretty much any containers. Your best bet though are in industrial or mechanical areas, and arc power cells you can get from killing arcs, so just kill a few pops or wasps to get these. Refiner level 2 requires 3 toasters, 5 arc motion cores, and 8 fireball burners. So for the toasters, you're going to want to head over to Grandioso Apartments in Buried City. Toasters most often spawn in the kitchen cabinets here, as well as other kitchen areas around the map, and I did also find a spawn for them here close to the town hall, just sitting on the shelf. For the arc motion cores, the easiest way to get these is by breaching probes or arcraiders. The probes have 3 searchable containers, so this is your best bet, and they spawn all over the map, especially on Prospecting Probes map event. You can also get them when you kill any big arc like bastions or bombardiers. And for the fireball burners, pretty straightforward there. You of course get these from killing fireballs, which you can find in almost any house in Buried City or in the extract metro areas. Refiner 3 requires 3 motors, 10 arc circuitry, and 6 bombardier cells. Your best bet for motors are in the buses and containers around the warehouse, Murano Station, Sudante warehouses, and maintenance depot. For the arc circuitry, breach and search arc probes, and again especially during the Prospecting Probes map event, you can find a lot of these. And for the bombardier cells, you of course gotta kill the bombardier. Sometimes they can drop all 6 from just one kill, but if not, you'll have to kill a couple depending on how many other raiders try and steal your loot. Now that you've got the refiner out of the way, getting the upgrades for the rest of the workbenches is going to be a lot easier. Moving on to the gunsmith, for level 1 you'll need 20 metal parts and 30 rubber parts. Again, you can find these items in almost any container around the map, but be on the lookout for items that can recycle into metal or rubber, like the rusted bolts here. For level 2 gunsmith, you'll need 3 rusted tools, 5 mechanical components, and 8 wasp drivers. For the rusted tools, I recommend looting any containers, cars, or buses in this general area. I always have good luck with the buses, and I even got 2 from this one, as you can see. For the mechanical components, the easiest way to get them is to actually craft them when you have the level 1 refiner. The recipe is nice and cheap, and now you're probably understanding why we want to go for the refiner first. And lastly, you'll need 8 wasp drivers, which you of course get from killing wasps or searching first wave husks. For the level 3 gunsmith, you'll need 3 rusted gears, 5 advanced mechanical components, and 4 sentinel firing cores. For the rusted gears, I recommend again looting any containers, cars, or buses in this general area. I found one in these yellow trailers in the warehouse here. Getting all 3 gears will most likely take you a few raids, so don't get too frustrated. It's one of the rare items for these workbenches. The advanced mechanical components you can also find in this area, but I recommend recycling down rare or epic guns you typically don't use, or you can craft them once you have the level 3 refiner. As for the sentinel cores, there are a few spawns on Buried City, as you can see on Metaforge. The most common 2 spawns that I've seen are on the town hall tower here and underneath the broken highway here. Spawn rates do vary from daytime raids to nighttime raids, by the way, and as well as other map events, so if you're struggling to find them on daytime raids, try switching to another map event. Now on to the gear bench. For level 1 you need 25 plastic parts and 30 fabric. Again, you can find these basic parts in almost any container or from Scrappy. The level 2 requirements are 3 power cables, 5 electrical components, and 5 Hornet drivers. For the power cables, I recommend going to space travel on Buried City and looting any of the cabinets or computers in this building. They're quite common here, so as long as you have the building relatively to yourself, you should get all 3 in a raid or 2. The easiest way to get the electrical components is to craft them once you have Refiner level 1, and to get the Hornet drivers, you of course have to kill some Hornets. For level 3 gear bench, you'll need 3 industrial batteries, 5 advanced electrical components, and 6 bastion cells. For the industrial batteries, you can again loot any containers, cars, or buses in this general area on Buried City, or try the scrapyard on Dam Battlegrounds. For the advanced electrical components, I recommend saving your time running around and just crafting them once you have Refiner level 2, as the recipe is pretty cheap. And lastly, for the bastion cells, you of course have to kill the bastion 1 or 2 times depending on if other people loot your kill. For medical lab level 1, you'll need 50 fabric and 6 arc alloy. The fabric you'll find almost anywhere or from Scrappy, and the arc alloy you can get by destroying arc machines or recycling arc parts. For level 2, you'll need 2 cracked bioscanners, 5 durable cloth, and 8 tick pods. I recommend going to the hospital for both the cracked bioscanners and durable cloth, as they both frequently spawn here, and as long as you have the building relatively to yourself, you'll have the full amount needed for both of these. As for the tick pods, you of course need to kill the ticks, which you can find in almost any building in Buried City or in the Metro Extract areas. For medical lab level 3, you need 3 rusted shut medical kits, 8 antiseptics, and 5 surveyor vaults. The rusted shut medical kits and antiseptics you can find in hospital on Buried City as well, or any of the pharmacy buildings around the map. The antiseptics you can also craft at Refiner level 2. As for the surveyor vaults, you'll need to kill a few surveyors, which are basically armored pops. The easiest way to find them is to wait for one of them to shoot their blue light up into the air, and as long as you have an anvil or a few trigger nades, you can kill it pretty quickly. Next up, we have the explosive station. At level 1, you need 50 chemicals and 6 arc alloys. Chemicals you can find almost anywhere on Buried City or from Scrappy or by trading with Celeste. The arc alloys you get from destroying arc machines or recycling arc parts. As for the level 2 station, you need 3 synthesized fuel, 5 crude explosives, and 5 pop triggers. The absolute easiest way to get synthesized fuel is by trading with Celeste. The crude explosives you can easily and cheaply craft with Refiner level 1, and the pop triggers you of course obtain by killing pops, which are scattered around in almost every building on Buried City. For the level 3 station, you need 3 laboratory regions, 5 explosive compounds, and 3 rocketeer drivers. I recommend again hitting up hospital for the laboratory regions. You can also try your luck at any of the pharmacies, as they usually spawn on the bottom floor shelves. For the explosive compounds, you can find these in this general area again, or to save your time, the easiest way to get them is by crafting them when you have Refiner level 2. As for the Rocketeer drivers, you obtain these from, of course, killing the Rocketeer. You can also try your luck looting Arc Couriers on Electromagnetic Storm, but it's honestly a lot quicker just killing them with an anvil. For the level 1 utility station, you need 50 plastic parts and 6 Arc Alloy. The plastic parts you can find in almost any container in Buried City, especially in commercial, residential, and technological areas, and the arc alloy you can get by destroying arc machines or recycling arc parts. For utility station level 2, you need 2 damaged heat sinks, 5 electrical components, and 6 snitch scanners. The best spot for damaged heat sinks are in the Buried City Space Travel building in these computer server looking containers on the 5th and 6th floor. The easiest way to get electrical components is to simply craft them once you have the level 1 refiner, and the snitch scanners you can get from, of course, killing snitches, which frequently spawn around the map. I suggest getting to a high vantage point and looking out for the blue scanning light. Once you see one, just shoot at it and bring it closer for the final kill. For utility station level 3, you need 3 fried motherboards, 5 advanced electrical components, and 4 Leaper Pulse units. For the fried motherboards, there's a guaranteed spot to find at least 3 every time on Battlegrounds. There's a little room here near the water treatment control, and these yellow computer server containers always have them. The easiest way to get the advanced electrical components is to simply craft them with the level 3 refiner. Otherwise, you can find them laying around on the desks on the 5th and 6th floor of Space Travel or in those computer server looking containers. And lastly, the Leaper units, you of course get them from killing Leapers. You'll probably need to kill 3 to 4 Leapers for this, as they usually drop 1 per kill, but sometimes do drop multiple. And finally, we have Scrappy. For Scrappy level 2, you simply need a dog collar, which you can find almost every time in one of the red lockers or containers on top of Red Tower on Buried City. For Scrappy level 3, you need 3 lemons and 3 apricots. The lemon and apricot trees spawn here in Morano Park. Be wary though, because there's usually a bastion or bombardier spawn here, but sometimes people will already have it killed so you can freely loot. Just look around the trees or inspect them to drop more. For Scrappy level 4, you need 6 olives, 6 prickly pears, and a cat bed. For the olives, you'll want to head over to the olive grove on Bluegate, as there's an abundance of trees here and you can easily collect all 6. For the prickly pears, head on over to Buried City again, and I recommend using Metaforge here to look up the spawn locations for these. They usually hang around the edges of the map and spawn on the ground near the prickly cacti. And for the cat bed, head back over to the red tower and search the containers or red lockers here. It's pretty much a guaranteed spawn here. For level 5 Scrappy, you'll need 12 apricots, 12 mushrooms, and 3 comfortable pillows. For the apricots, again, head on over to Morano Park, and there's usually enough for all 12 if they're all unpicked. As for the mushrooms, this is probably going to be the most frustrating part of your workbench experience. A lot of people go to Spaceport to this tree, which spawn 3 or more mushrooms depending on the map event, but you'll most likely only find a graveyard of free kits. I recommend checking the hallway near the water treatment plant on Dam Battlegrounds, as well as the sewage outflow here. The dome complex here usually spawn a couple mushrooms as well, and finally the trees around the central swamp lift extract. Again, this is most likely going to be the longest grind out of any item. However, the absolute easiest way to get mushrooms is during the Lush Blooms event. You can find these little brown baskets scattered around the map, usually near raider outposts. Unfortunately, this week there was no Lush Blooms event for me, so it took a lot of raids to find all 12 for me. And lastly, for the very comfortable pillows, you again want to head over to the top of the red tower on Buried City, as there are usually guaranteed spawns for all 3 in the red lockers or the containers here. That's all 6 workbenches plus Scrappy completed, almost completely done on Buried City. It's a long grind to get these upgraded, but now that you're done, you can start having fun and playing the game. If you have any questions or have your own spots for specific workbench items, be sure to shoot a comment down below. Again, I highly recommend using Metaforge if you need help finding certain items or spawns. It's a huge help. If you thought this video was helpful, be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more ARC videos. That's it from me. Take it easy and happy raiding.